some people seem not to do anything at all and have perfect nails. You may be annoyed when you just naturally see someone having like these long, strong nails. Like they do nothing to their nails. They might not even moisturize 3 times a day, drink all this water, and yet their nails are just strong and long and a healthy color. Well, that may be genetics. And while we are not all born with these type of strong, beautiful nails, you may assume that long and strong natural nails are just simply impossible for you to achieve. But I'm here today to help you see that this goal is within reach with the right tools and techniques. When you hear the word nurture, you may first think of nutrition, okay? But while a healthy diet does contribute to your nails' health, it is not the only way to improve it. Whilst the nail plate is technically dead, made up of keratin cells, it can still be healthy and beautiful with today's tips. And here's the thing, even if you want to just wear gel nail enhancements, like you don't actually want to wear your natural nails long, you actually want to do some fun stuff on it, right? Maybe with soft gel. Well, soft gel nail overlays perform best over strong natural nails. So everything we talk about today will benefit you, even if you just want to wear gel nail overlays over your natural nails. Let's begin. Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Paola of PaolaPonceNails.com, and I help you master all of your gel nail services using Japanese soft gel only. If this sounds like a niche you'd like to consider exploring, then at the end of this video, do consider subscribing. If we may, let's first start with the don'ts of nails. I know this video is titled do's and don'ts, so can we just start off with don'ts? So nail don'ts. Don't use your nails as tools. You've heard the phrase so many times, perhaps, like they're jewels, not tools, and that is still true. So from this video forward, consider and be really diligent of paying attention of when you're using your nails, and notice like when you unintentionally reach to do something with your nails. So here are some scenarios. How about when you're typing? Are you hitting the keys with your nails? Well, that's a big no-no, especially maybe if you're like a clerk of some sort and you're just doing this tapping motion with the one finger. Your nail tech is going to be able to tell that you're doing something with this finger, right? If you are only having issues with the one finger. Or how about when you are unbuckling your baby, your toddler from their car seat? I actually am not guilty of this, okay, because I felt like that would hurt. But I did have a client who would use their thumb to press that release button, right? And obviously she was busted because I was like, hey, only your thumb is like acting up. Are you doing this? And sure enough, she was like, yes. And kind of creepy how we know, right? The other thing you may do is open a can with your fingernails, right? No, don't do that. The other thing you may do, let's see, peel stickers, right? Like price stickers from an item. No, don't do that. Besides stickers, those kind of stickers peel best with like a blade of some sort or a knife, not your fingernail. I actually get pretty annoyed doing it with my nail because it removes it in pieces. So, always just consider, is there a tool for what I'm doing right now with my nails? And then you'll see how big of a change you'll make into the lifestyle of actually nurturing your nails for natural nail growth. Next thing, you may have not thought about this, but don't clip your nails. Simply file them. And you're like, what? I've never done that. Actually, if you maintain your manicure, even just at home, like your own fingernails, you'll realize that you don't actually have to clip your nails too often. More often than not, when you think you need your nails clipped, unless they're like really long, you can actually get away with just filing them, okay? And the most important thing that you should not do if you're using like a nail clipper is to clamp down on the center of that nail, because it will split. It's not a question of it will. Okay, so if you have to use a nail clipper, then just make sure that you come from the sides down to the other side, not down the middle. It will split. All right, next up, don't overfile the surface of your nails. So perhaps you're here because you just want natural nail growth, right? You're not going to put any enhancements, maybe just some regular nail polish and that's it. But some of you are not. Some of you are down with, putting product on your fingernails like me. Like, even if I could grow my natural nails long to some degree, I'd be annoyed at the fact that they would break at some point. So I like having fun with my nails. I'm always going to have product on them, and I obviously like to put the soft gel on it. We'll talk about it in a moment. But If you're going to put nail products or gel on your nails, for example, do not overfile the surface of it, okay? We talked about it in last video, I think, where we're talking about free edge lifting and why you have product lifting at the free edge. If you haven't watched that video, make sure you catch up and watch it. I want to say it was released maybe 4 days ago because we are still releasing 1 video per day this month, okay? So remember, with Japanese soft gel, which is what we teach in this channel, where we focus on, you don't need to actually sand the nail plate. There are products out there, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like a training base. Like Leafgel has a training base, Lily Gel has a peel off base too. It doesn't necessarily have to be a peel off or that kind of removal gel product. It can be a full professional grade soak off nail product like sanding free base by Leafgel, or it can be Kokoist Mega Stick base, or it can be Vetral's Base Max, okay? Like those need to be soaked off. But my point is that your nails, your natural nails, do not need to be prepped, even file on the top, okay? But if you are, and if you're conscious and you're worried about overfiling your nails, please only use a 200 grit sponge buffer and a high quality one. Personally, if you're using like those little blocks that you just kind of throw away, those are too gritty, even when they say they are 180 grits. So I would recommend, if you're doing this on yourself, have one that's personal. And if you have one, or if you need one for your clients, then just make sure that you find one that's actually a little bit better quality, where you can indeed just toss them away. I used to, in the salon, believe it or not, buy the expensive long ones, and I used to cut them because I wanted that soft 200 grit on my clients. And so I would spend the money, like $1.50 on one of those nice ones like by Leafgel or Kokoist, and I would cut them. And I would use a little piece on my client because that's all I needed, right? And I apply my overlays without filing. That's something that we teach you inside the Master Gel Nails course. And I'll drop a link to our free masterclass, which some of you have already gone through, and some of you are already inside the Master Gel Nails course program. Thank you and welcome. So yeah, we teach you how to apply structured gel overlays without filing. If that's what you're into, then again, you might want to start with that free masterclass down in the description box below. If you are trying to nurture your nails for nail growth, whether you're going to wear enhancements on top or not, do not use an arbor band, do not use a coarse grit file. Again, look at one of our last videos on lifting, the free edge one. That one is golden, and you're going to learn a lot. Let's switch gears to the do's of nurturing your natural nails for growth. So what do you have to do so that your nails are being nurtured for that natural nail length? Do shape the free edge of your nails regularly. And you're probably like, huh? Okay, so once you've decided that you are going to let your nails grow out to whatever length, right? You're obviously going to start a little bit short, and then surely you're going to probably get addicted to the length and whatnot. So actually, I learned this in school, and I actually have tried this on myself, and I know that there are other people that have tried this with success, to file the free edge every so often. And by every so often, we're talking about like once a week. So let your nails be, right? And then at some point during the week, schedule some me time and file the free edge. First of all, it's kind of therapeutic. Like when I'm on the road and my husband is driving, I'm sitting, passenger side, like I'm shaping my nails, I'm putting cuticle oil, I'm doing my hand cream. Like that moment is for me. Like I don't care to be in the car that long when I have all this time to do all these little things. And one of the things that I really enjoy doing sometimes is shaping my nails. And when you shape your own nails, please use an emery board. Emery is going to be like the softest texture, the softest material to file natural nails. So if you need an emery board, any nail company probably carries one. Like I know obviously the ones that we talk about, like Vetral, Leafgel, Kokoist, and Stalix, they have low grit emery boards. And any one you want of those brands, just go over to their page. We'll drop some links for you down below. We always do, because there are like regulars of this channel, and you'll be able to find their particular emery board. And it's just so gentle, it's so soft. So filing that free edge is going to stimulate growth 2 ways. And this is how I'm assuming it happens. While you're creating movement of the nail, which is stimulating production of the cells here at the matrix. And the other thing is sort of like getting rid of a little bit of length, like propels, right? It's a little bit like pruning. It propels the root or the entire nail to just keep growing or grow a little bit stronger. Almost like how they say, like, trim the edges of your hair and it'll grow, like something like that. Okay, I don't know the exact scientific process that goes underneath there, but I just know that that movement does create stimulation. That is why when you're tapping snapping your finger, you're typing away and you're just using a couple of fingers, especially the one, you'll notice that one is actually going to grow much faster than all of your other fingernails because that stimulation is just gentle stimulation. It's like you're like tapping it to grow basically. So that's it. Shape your free edge regularly, at least once a week, and with a very gentle emery board, not a hard grit file. Next step, do use cuticle oil regularly. I know you've seen the billboards on this. You might as well at this point, right? Everybody's like hammering you. Use your cuticle oil, use your cuticle oil. And yes, of course. And I did just create a video on that also, and why when you don't use your cuticle oil, it can lead to your enhancement lifting, but it leads to so many other problems too. And one of the things that cuticle oil does is lock in moisture and give you a little bit of lubrication within the cells of the nail plate, right? That keratin, it just strengthens everything. And it also makes it like prone to impact. So it makes it like flex versus just shattering because something is so dry, like, you know, your skin, your lips shatter when they're just dry. So you don't want that for your nail. You do want to keep it lubricated, moisturized, and cuticle oil is what we recommend. Now, how much and how often, right? Well, usually about 3 times a day. Now, the problem with that is that a lot of people do not like to have the greasy fingers. I gotcha. Do use those pens, those cuticle pens, to put the oil on top of your skin there so that you're not using your fingers. And other than that, if you don't have a pen, you can just do it at night, okay? Like if you just did it at night, as your technician, I would be so like happy. But when I'm at my desk, actually one of the things that I will have here is my cuticle pen, because as I'm thinking or dozing off, sometimes I'm applying this cuticle oil. So I get that done while I'm working also. In the car, also, if you're traveling, always bring cuticle oil. I kid you not, it's like one of the first things that I throw in my bag if we're going to be gone for a long time. The following list of oils contains molecules that are small enough to penetrate the nail plate. So it is important that whichever you choose, it contains one or more of these: jojoba, avocado, grapeseed, sunflower, or sweet almond. These are oils that are going to penetrate into the skin easy, so they're going to be absorbed quick, fast, efficiently, versus just leaving something on the skin and it's just going to be there like a barrier, but it's not really going to penetrate through those skin layers or the nail layers. I had a friend who always wore something, I don't know if it was Vaseline or Vaseline derived, like petroleum derived or what, but she always had greasy hands, like always, because of whatever she used. Again, I don't know what it was, but like if she was drinking something, like it was always greasy. And I'm like, what the heck? And I remember one of my other friends saying like, well, you know, that's poor absorption if you're wearing something for hours and everything you touch is still greasy. And I was like, you're right, that's really not moisturizing. So keep that in mind. Lastly, do overlay your nails with nail gel. I know this one is maybe controversial, contradictory, contra everything, because you're like, how does that work? Like, doesn't gel ruin your nails? No, it does not, right? As Greg Salo from Young Nails has said, it's the fools that do the damage, not the tools, okay? So keep that in mind. It's actually very true. So if I have a tool here, if I have an e-file here, well, this tool cannot do damage without the fool, okay? Sorry, it has to rhyme. Okay, so it cannot do damage unless I turn it up and crank it up and put it on your nails. Then I did the damage, and this was just the tool by which I did the damage, okay? So in the same manner, nail gel is not damaging if you didn't over prep your nail. And again, I encourage you to watch our lifting videos, especially the one that I've dropped maybe like 4 days ago, because you're going to learn that actually applying gel is a gentle procedure if you allow it to be. Now, if you make it this aggressive thing and you think that you have to use an arbor band for gel polish, well, guess what? Yeah, gel polish is not strong enough to withhold the length of your nails. Once they've grown out to like a quarter or half, they won't make it half past the length of your nail. They'll start breaking at the sides because you're taking an arbor band to that nail. So it is going to hold up that first surface, maybe that second surface. Oh boy. But once your client has these like natural nail goals going on and you think you're gonna put just like gel polish, like just thin gel polish, like I'm talking about thin stuff, like I don't know, I don't want to name brands, but you know, thin, anything that's not maybe like an item that we use here, maybe a Korean gel nail product or a Japanese gel nail product or biosculpture, then it's gonna be a thin viscosity, okay? So just know that. And even if you use what we use here, like premium soft gels, like if the nail is weak, it will just not hold the product well. And that's another thing we talked about in that video about the free edge. And that's the reason also why there's pulling away from the product. Not because you didn't, you know, drench your nails in cuticle oil. That's not the issue. It's because the nails underneath are weak, okay? So, rant over. Nail gel is going to protect your nails. And actually, I don't know if you've seen a lot of these aesthetic manicures. We're going to talk about aesthetic manicure in a couple of days and what it is and what it, you know, how do you end up with an aesthetic manicure? The ones that are like Pinterest worthy and they got the rings and they got the almond nails and all that. Well, did you know that a lot of these gurus that are doing these aesthetic manicures, did you know that a lot of them actually use nail gel underneath their nails as a coating, a protective coating? One thing I know for sure is that these gals are not out there trying to destroy their nails in the name of beauty, right? And aesthetic manicures. Like, they actually protect their nails with a gel, and because they're going to use like some sort of peel off, or they're just going to file off the design or whatever they did, or wipe it off with nail polish remover because the top is nail polish. So there's actually a gel overlay underneath that design that they're creating daily, because they're doing this daily on their natural nails. So again, we've talked about systems and products that you can use that do not require even buffing of the natural nail. If you want to watch that video in full, again, I recommend you do. So do wear nail gel if you are going to be playing with your nails often. And guess what? You get to apply everything that we've talked about thus far with the gel. Like, cuticle oil still applies, not using your nails as tools, filing every week. You can do it with the gel on there. Okay, and here are 2 beauty bonus tips I cannot pass up on sharing with you. Beauty bonus tip number 1, next time you do your facial skin routine, I hope you have one, spread the same product onto your hands and nails, okay? Because it's already there and it's just fabulous. If it's great for your skin or your face, your esthetician would say that it is great for any other part of your body, okay? So boom, you got like your second moisturizing session in and you didn't even know it. Beauty bonus tip number 2, be sure to also mind the hour or so after showering, bathing, being in a pool of water of some sort, because the nail plate does expand and it swells, so it's kind of like tender, and you don't want to do anything like aggressive with your nails at that point because they are very soft and bendy. Guess what? We have only 9 more videos left as part of our December 30-day video challenge. Please help me get these videos the best reach and visibility by not only giving them a thumbs up, and thank you if you have, but also by taking a screenshot, maybe now, and sharing it on Instagram. It will help us so much. All right, see you again very soon. Let me ask you, are you a passionate DIYer in the niche of soft gel nails considering making the leap over to becoming pro? Or are you doing nails as a creative outlet? Or maybe you're coming back to the industry after a break? Well, I have very good news for you. If you are in any of these positions, the doors to my coaching program, Master Gel Nails Pro, are opening up very soon. MGN Pro is the roadmap to a successful career in nails. It includes all of my signature courses like the Master Gel Nails course that teaches you how to apply all of your gel nail services with only Japanese soft gel, the Efficient Ethal Masterclass specifically dedicated for soft gel specialists, the Client Booster Camp course to help you get booked out even if you're just starting out, and Nail Affiliate in case you want to learn all of my tips and tricks to make income as an affiliate for your favorite nail brands. I truly believe this is the only program you will need to book yourself out in the business of nails, working with the products you love the most, offering only the services you enjoy doing, and attracting a loyal, raving and returning clientele who will want to see no one else for their nails but you. I want to invite you to join the waitlist for MGN Pro using the link in the description box below. When you join this VIP list, you will receive the best perks for signing up to MGN Pro early. This program opens up only twice a year, so take a moment to pause this video and enroll in that waitlist, aka the VIP list, to be the first to know everything.